And guys, let's talk about play. The Last of Us Part 2 remastered. Uh, cut levels. Yeah, they are not. Technically, we're done with the Jackson's party and and the set of sewers. Now the final is the hunt, which is, I suppose, the hunt takes place after Update 83. And now it go, instead of this cutscene goes instant to the farm, it goes cut into the hunt. Try to show you that is Ali still hunt down Abby or something.
So the boar hunt was one of the hardest levels for me to work on. It was a huge challenge with the systems that we had, and we kept trying, but it never felt quite right. Originally, the level happened after the Jackson Festival, which also got cut, but before Farm. Once the festival got cut, it became the prologue to Farm. The intended experience is that we jump forward in time after the fight with Abby in the theater. We don't know where Dina is. We likely assume she's dead because she was just bleeding out. Ellie is alone. Her hair is short. So maybe this is the future or the present. And she's hunting. Hunting who? Abby still? In early iterations of the fight, it was more arena-like. The player slowly whittles down the boar's health. Ellie gets more visceral and more vicious. We get a little worried about her. As the boar gets weaker, more panicked, more feral, and we start feeling sympathetic to the boar was the hope. In all of these iterations, especially of these wider areas, it required custom AI and scripting to make sure it continued to feel organic as an animal, but we really needed it to do specific stuff. It needed to be able to close distances really, really quickly. It needed to charge to attack, but we wanted the feeling of hunting, so we needed to track it down from afar. And we also needed to discourage the player from attacking the boar when it's that close, or it would kind of turn into this melee kerfuffle. How do we do this in our world while keeping the boar believable? We must have gone through 5 or 6 iterations of the boar fight and all, and every single time it changed pretty drastically. We split it into clear phases, where one was like all long range. We tried another where you're getting close and you get to jump on it quite literally. You're jumping off of a rock to attack it. And then finally, we tried a bunch where you almost sort of go around a bunch of trailers and try and wrestle it. We uncovered after some time that taking down a boar over several phases felt very laborious and a little dramatic. It was comically long, it felt too boss-like, a little too gamey. We decided to cut the first few phases, and we opted for a cold open after the boar had already been hurt off-screen. So that allowed us to focus on feeling like we're closing in on prey and to introduce the boar when it was at its most dangerous. Already hurt, already feral, much too close for comfort. And so the thinking was it would bring us more into Ellie's mindset. Is this really hunting for food, or is she hunting for some other reason? Gotcha. The gas station was built to highlight the boar's destructiveness. Since it's cramped, the boar feels larger. We also feel trapped with it, though perhaps it's trapped with us. When it charges, it gets to us quickly, so we must be on our toes. This made it more aligned with Ellie's sort of hunting for trouble mindset. Listening became more important, as well as moving around slowly so it didn't hear you. Could you spot it before it saw or heard you? And could you get a shot off quickly enough so you could dodge out of the way? Or is the shot worth the cost after? It feels like a gamble. By the end of the fight, everything would likely be in shambles. The boar would burst through the back, and Ellie would follow it and finally enact revenge. boar kill was supposed to be anything but glorious. With the boar whimpering at the back of the gas station after Ellie's relentless hunt. After this, hearing the drone that we kind of come to associate with Ellie's trauma, we would hard cut to the stream where she's washing her hands and holding rabbits that she hunted, about to return to Dina. And there would be no mention of the boar.
So this cut takes place after the farm drama. Okay. And that was all The Last of Us Part 2 deleted scenes, deleted levels. Now technically, in my opinion, I would rather to enjoy the sewer level. That's my personal favorite. And the con too. With the only exception that technically the reason, and basically that matters, basically the reason it's gonna take a lot of budget with those cutscenes. But for the time being, I'm really enjoying them. I really appreciate them. You're loyal, you're grateful. I appreciate that. You get some of me. And at the end, I'm really enjoying basically the sewer level. Just to show you that we can see the struggle of Ali go through some stuff, be a little claustrophobic until you get all to the upper level, and then escape the sewer. The hunt or the Seattle party is technically like be having fun, but meanwhile the hunt one is basically having the chaos underneath. You try to hunt down a boar, and then you hear the boar scream, looks similar with Joel's screams. Instead of taking it or killing it, take the rabbit. So this deleted scene takes place after the fight with Abby or after the drama in the farm when you calculate all the ships. I guess I don't know. But for the time being, I really enjoy all the three of them. And even though that was, I doubt, a great deleted scenes, not gonna lie. And then miss.